Now I would like to invite to the podium the principal of our Encinitas campus, Mr. Mario Gonzalez.
Parents, teachers, students, families, and friends, I'd like to welcome, and you, I'd like to welcome. I'm honored to be sending off the largest PAE graduate class in our history. So you guys are making history today. And it's always a bittersweet experience doing this. We're happy to see you move on to college and to do great things, but we're sad to see you go. And we're going to miss having you with us. So this moment's always bittersweet to me, but I enjoy it. Ellie, we watched you grow from a young, shy boy to a very charming, confident young man. It's been a pleasure watching you. We're going to miss your sense of humor, charismatic personality, and I know you're going to be successful in whatever you do. This type of quality, it'll positively affect everybody around you. We need more people like you. On chin. The only way to describe you is a big heart. And your love for cooking, you put that together, like we've watched you turn the cooking club into a family. It's not a club, it's a family. And only someone like you can do that. You have a kind spirit, and your strength of character is something that I admire. I see you, Livney. Livney, it's an absolute pleasure to watch you grow these past years. I sincerely mean that. You could always be counted on to help those younger than you, and I really saw that come to life when we were in Big Bear, and your younger brother, got injured. There was no tearing you apart from his side. And at that moment, I realized that you're the type of man that family comes first, and that's a quality that more people in this world absolutely need to have. And I pray that you never lose that, Livney. I respect that. You have a strong heart and a kind heart. It's been an honor to have you with us at our school. Tom. Tom, you have a very level head. And also you have a level of kindness in you. You have a gentle nature, and although I constantly tell you to leave May's desk, I sincerely am going to miss seeing you there each day. You bring our students together, and when I see you put your mind to something, there's no stopping you in what you can achieve. Just never forget that, okay, Tom? Rachel, your quiet confidence is actually inspirational to me, to us, especially the whole team. We've watched you grow into this magnificent young lady. I believe that you've become who you were meant to be. And what I want most for you is to know that about yourself as well. I have no doubt that you're going to succeed in the future with your talents in artistry, mathematics, writing, and psychology. And I hope that you use these talents to help the world be a better place. Sister Is. I love that smile, Isabel. Look, when I asked the staff about you, they unanimously said that you're someone who's easy to talk with. And I think that holds true with your friends as well. I've seen you overcome challenges, and they replay in my mind over and over, and I'm deeply impressed by that. And so I have no doubt in my mind that when you walk onto the college campus, there's no challenge that you will not overcome. You're already, and I know this about you. Isabella, I sincerely want to thank you for being you, and don't change that about yourself, okay? Nujan. You've been with our school, I believe, the longest. And we've watched you grow so much. I mean, from this young teenager to such a successful woman. Don't cry. You're absolutely a positive example on our campus to my daughters. I'm gonna miss your mom's cooking, and I really hope that you still invite us over often. What I admire about you is you always speak your mind and you're not afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Do not change that. Become a leader in our country and utilize this skill. No matter what you do, Nujan, make your path uniquely yours. Alex. Your ability to achieve greatness literally is an example to everybody. It's an example for me, for the teachers, for all the students. When I heard that you were diving with bull sharks, when I watched the videos of you jumping over hurdles larger than me, which isn't too hard, but I still can't get over that during your 11th grade year, you had an early acceptance to college and just decided to graduate high school. It's absolutely amazing. You show us that you can dream big and achieve it. Brady, your sense of humor is by far our favorite thing about you. And I cannot express how deeply I'll miss seeing you smile. No matter what's going on in my life, if I see you smile, it makes me feel well inside. You have a beautiful soul, a quick wit about you, and we are all so proud of you. Wendy, you are a breath of fresh air. Your smile is contagious, your laughter. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do next year and see Yen and not you by her side. I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm gonna embrace this moment, and it's nice seeing you with that smile on your face. The only thing that comforts me when I think about you not being at May's desk every day is knowing that you're on to greater things. And I look forward to you coming back and visiting us and blessing us with that smile. For Yen, for Mei, all the teachers, we are all gonna miss you, and they wanted you to know that. Frank, you are such a sweet soul, Frank. We've watched you put in the extra effort to really become a scholar. You are ready for college, Frank. And we've watched that transformation take place in you. We're very proud of you, Frank. You have insightful theories, and you're an example of a determined student. David, I have to say that it's perfect that you're sitting next to Frank, because you're another example of a determined student who will overcome anything to make it happen. And you did that. You have completely transformed yourself as a young man. You're ready, David. You're ready to go to college. I know you can do this. You're always thoughtful, dedicated, and engaged. David, I believe it's appropriate that you represent the gentle spirit of our entire graduating class. If I were to sum up all of you, it's that gentle, sweet spirit that you have. In closing, we're also very proud of these graduates. And it's with a heavy heart that I say goodbye to them. Please take a moment, graduates. Take a moment to enjoy this moment. Don't let it pass by too quickly. Congratulations, class of 2018. Now I would like to introduce the principal of our Irvine campus, Mr. Keith Corpus.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, parents, families, friends, faculty, staff, students, and the distinguished class of 2018. Every year about this time, since 2011, I've been able to say and mean that I have the honor and privilege of being principal at Pacific Academy in Irvine. I would like to use that privilege today to share a little advice or guidance for our graduating class, and then to thank each of them for their talents, character, leadership, growth, intelligence, or whatever special quality each of them brings or has brought to PA. So first, some advice for you to contemplate. It's my last chance maybe to give it. Maybe your last chance not to listen to me, but we'll try. One of our hopes is that you will continue to be, or further grow into being, active learners. That phrase is actually something on the walls of our classrooms. One of the hallmarks or key features about PA is our intimate size, our being small by design. Therefore, we do a lot to support and guide our students. Ms. Chu sits with math students after school or on the weekends to go over problems. English teachers email late at night to clarify instructions on an essay. Ms. Wen or Ms. Sarah help students with personal issues or perhaps take care of some important documents for them. Ms. Brown consults with students on everything from relationship issues to fashion tips. Ms. Xu, I can picture sitting on the blue sofa in my office trying to console a crying student. This has happened more than once. Ms. Korn held many of your hands through the college application process, guiding you through a Byzantine online registration or giving you feedback on your essays. But there's a fine line between helping and supporting and letting young people find their way. There was a slight tension between laying out a plan for them and having them figure it out and do it on their own. And class of 2018, that is where you are now. It is time for you to find your way. Use whatever metaphor you like, birds spreading their wings, babies cutting the umbilical cord, flowers blooming in the wild, whatever it is. But find your way. Find it with integrity. Find it with responsibility. Act upon your best interests and passions, and don't wait to be acted upon. Choose classes that you have an interest in or are curious about, not ones that you think are an easy path. Find your way so that the decisions you make, such as who you're friends with or how you spend your time, are filled with something meaningful and something of personal reward. And in actively finding your way, do your best to connect and engage. You knew that was coming. As you head to campuses in various parts of California, or on the East Coast, or in Asia, I encourage you to connect. Connect with your schoolmates and maybe find a wide range of friends. Connect and engage in your classes. Make them about learning and growing, not about dutifully jumping through hoops because someone told you you had to. Read your text with a critical mind. Make the most of your writing classes, of your science classes, of your math classes. Connect also with your setting and environment. I hope to hear in the future about clubs you joined or activities that you led. If your campus is in a city, maybe visit a museum or two. Go see a play, maybe a concert. If it is closer to nature, take advantage of that and experience it. Make your experience a rich one. These give life more meaning and more depth. I would argue they do so more than the life you will find in your phone, or more the life you will find in that wild world of social media. So, that is my advice. Find your own way, but do it in a way that engages and connects with people, that connects with ideas, with the mind, and with where you are. The other part of what I wanted to do was, as Mr. Gonzalez did, is a short reflection on each senior from Irvine. Last year, a theme I espoused was to be good and find good. Some of you might remember that. This year, one of my own personal goals was a slight variation on that. My goal was I wanted to work on being thankful. Being thankful says that you noticed and observed one another, and maybe even absorbed something and made it a part of you. So here, briefly, is some of the good that we have seen or learned from our seniors and that I and others are thankful for. First, Isa Calderon. We are indebted to you and your mother for making PA a brighter place. Last year, you came to us in the doldrums of online learning and grew to embrace your experience at PA with your effervescent and bubbling personality that shines wherever you go. For that, we're thankful. Thank you to Nellie Chen, who also went through some hard times, particularly her first year. You went from a 10th grader, Nellie, who wanted to run away from some things. You went from that to being a super responsible, confident, and composed young woman. So I'm thankful to have witnessed that progression. Gary Chung, thank you for your good sense of humor, your playfulness, and your willingness to apologize and make amends when your playfulness may cross a line. We're also appreciative of your ambition and your involvement in school as a leader, and that has been a big part of your maturity. Gabe Galang, thank you, who, with the guidance of your parents, made what I think were some tough decisions for you in your junior year. The transition to PA last year was hard, and getting to make new friends and getting used to a small school again, that was difficult. But you've been impressive, whether it was joining the Big Bear trip when you first started at PA and didn't know anyone, to your Shakespeare performances in Miss Corwin's classes, to your spirited way of playing football or ping pong with your friends. I am not sure if the word umi has a meaning in Japanese, but I wonder if it is a name of one of the stars. Because indeed, Umi Garrett shines brightly. She is brilliant. Umi is an extraordinary piano player who can capture an audience with her playing and has also burned brightly at PA, bringing light to conversations, classrooms, and clubs with her very presence and her joy. Gloria Guo, I am in admiration of your growth. When I first met you back in May of 2013, you were sweet, but quiet and a little uncertain. When you started at PA, you may have lacked confidence, or maybe not felt serious or empowered about your academics. But you have grown to be a more responsible, more confident woman, and have navigated your 4 years at PA to be quite impressive indeed. I could say similar things about Jennifer Huang. We spoke via Skype 4 years ago, Jennifer. Jennifer, you were quiet. You took ELD 1 and sheltered classes that year, and you definitely had a nervous side to you. But you are ambitious and you take risks. Jennifer joined the first girls basketball team that we had. She helped start a band that we still call Jennifer's Band. She became president of the National Honor Society, and then this year She became a school leader as president of ASB. All of those things, Jennifer, came with bumps and bruises that you haven't endured. But we thank you for your spirit and your perseverance, Jennifer. Timmy Jiang is also to be thanked for his perseverance. Timmy is quiet and sometimes keeps to himself. Thank you, though, for being your own person, Timmy, an individual, and as you go off to school in Hong Kong, my advice is don't build walls around yourself. Instead, know when to reach out to others and do some meaningful connecting to support yourself. Mindy Jin. Mindy Jin, thank you for the conciseness, the meaningfulness, the humor and wit in your words. Mindy does not use many words, but they are well used, bright and often funny. Thank you for showing us that a methodical, careful approach to life and academics can result in a young person who can be a leader and who indeed does have internal passions. Tacitly, I admire your charm. You have a direct and honest way that you express yourself, often with some humor. Tacit, I also admire your resiliency. Last year, you dealt with some things that made it a hard, long year for you. I worried that this year would be worse, but you showed resilience and took steps to help yourself. So thank you for being charming, engaging, persuasive, and strong. Jason Leo, I'll remember and keep with me words you used during your interview for PA. I remember I asked you about your emotions, and you said, quote, I am not easy to get angry at people, and if I get a test with a bad grade, I smile. You do indeed smile, Jason, and your philosophical words, good nature, and balanced approach to life are great lessons for all of us. So thank you. Patrick May, thank you, and your parents for sticking with PA. Patrick started as an 8th grader with us, and during that year, he went back to China to take the Zhongkao, which is the test that determines your high school in China. You and your parents were not sure about staying in the US, but you did stay, and we benefited from your friendliness, your concern for others, your responsibility, and quiet leadership. Thank you, Patrick. I'm thankful to Sungbin Park for 2 things. I've actually known Sungbin the longest of our group of seniors. Met her many years ago. And the first thing I'm thankful for was her coming back to PA. Sungbin started at PA in the 7th grade, and then she moved to Texas for 8th and 9th grade years. But she came back, obviously. So I'm thankful also for her reminding me and teaching me some things, and that was that high school can be an isolating place. And she would let me know sometimes, and she would correct me on some things to help her and to help myself whenever she felt alone. And that took a lot of bravery. So thank you, Sungbin. Joyce Pham. Joyce, you are tough and strong-minded. As I said once before, you may be small in size and stature, but your will is large. Combine, Joyce, your toughness with smart decisions that are good for you, and all will go well. All will be success for you, Joyce. Ms. Bradley showed me your business project yesterday. I was extremely impressed. So way to finish out, way to finish strong. Joanna Pham, thank you for not giving up when things did not always go your way, or when you put yourself behind, sometimes with a little procrastination. And thank you also for helping others and going out of your way to make a connection and be supportive of other individuals. I know you did that. Maybe other people do, but I certainly noticed, and it was very big of you. Thank you. Thank you, Tianyi Qin, who is also super tough. Quieter than Joyce, but she is tough nonetheless. Your strong-mindedness has come out in playing basketball with Jennifer, being a member of the band, and being your own person. You are always polite, Chin, but you maintain your positions and you maintain your opinions in a polite but strong, firm, and clear way. Thank you, John Wayne Airport. Zed Shen, I am sorry if I was pretty hard on you in the past, but thank you for hanging in there and doing a better job of being organized and for making the most out of being such a bright, knowledgeable, and independent thinker. You have harnessed your better parts, Zed, and to that can certainly say, well done indeed, well done. Adi Suriram, I am appreciative of your constant compliments, your openness, your kindness, your sensitivity, and your creativity. I love hearing you sing. You are blessed with deeply concerned parents. So I say to you, thank you for all the times that you have thanked me. But now, at your graduation, please give yourself more credit for your abilities and your talents. You have done it, Adi. Sherry Wong, thank you for weathering what I remember was a tough start at PA in the middle of your sophomore year. You too are your own person, and have admired your participation in the band and your quiet leadership of our business clubs. Thank you for being a positive person that whether tired or sad, you always remain calm and even. Mandy Wong, we are grateful that you kept a good spirit, even when we accidentally called you Mindy sometimes. Thank you, Mandy, for being so responsible, diligent, conscientious, earnest, and honest. We should not overlook those things, those among us who are so solid, so stable, and so dependable. That you are indeed. Jack Sher, you are sweet, kind, considerate, loyal, supportive. You have helped others when they really needed it. Thank you, Jack, for your reasonable level-headedness. You are truly a sweet prince of a young man, Jack. Vicky Yin, you are to be commended and thanked for being such a reliable, organized, patient, matter-of-fact, and dependable person. But underneath that calm is an inventive, funny, and quirky personality that you let slip out from time to time. Please do more of that, Vicky. Others deserve and enjoy to see that side of you. Kai Zhang. Kai, thank you for your steady presence, and like Jason, your affability. Never prone to conflict or drama, you are polite, reasonable, and the charm of your smiling personality is a valuable part of who you are, and something from which we have all benefited over these past few years. So please keep sharing it. I said Jack is sweet and kind, and Laura Zhang, you are his equal in that area. Thank you for teaching us and modeling for us how to remain resolute, positive, and cheerful in the most difficult of times. I remember this year being worried about you, and you said to me, "Don't worry, Mr. Corpus, I will be all right." Laura, because you are so positive and have learned more than most of us have in life, you will indeed be all right. Daniela Zhao. Daniela, it is obvious to anyone who meets you that you have a specialness about you. Personable, outgoing, reflective, and giving. And you are a woman of great strength, whether it is your forceful right foot soccer kick or the powerful messages you might convey in a poem. Nothing can or will stop you, Daniela. Finally, Frank Zhang, for whom I am thankful for being the backbone of many activities at PA, ASB, tutoring club, service club, and of course the boys basketball team. Frank, we call people a rock for their stability and their reliability. And Frank, you have been one of our, in fact, you've been one of my true rocks at PA. So thank you for that. And finally, thank you for the opportunity to recognize each of you and the opportunity to be your principal, whether it's been for 1 year or for 4 years or for more. I hope that your experiences in college will be ones in which you actively and meaningfully find your way, and ones in which you have robust connections both personally and intellectually. You have all contributed to who we are with your leadership, your friendship, growth, warmth, and kindness. So, one final thank you, class of 2018, for all that you have done and for the many memories that I and the rest of us will keep with us. Thank you, class of 2018. I would now like to introduce Ms. Kelly Chu, our CEO and founder, who took over PAE back in 2010 and then started PAI in 2011. Ms. Kelly would like to make a presentation.
Welcome, guests, parents and family, faculty and students. Today, I have the great pleasure of congratulating Pacific Academy's class of 2018. You did it. And every student here has helped make our school great with your contributions. You have learned with enthusiasm, creating an environment full of curiosity and dedication in the classroom. Outside of the environment of the classroom, you've demonstrated your adaptability and creativity, doing countless hours of community service, funding and leading full engaged clubs, and reaching new heights in art, music, and sports. And the faculty members of PA were not the only ones who witnessed your accomplishments. Colleges throughout the US, California, and around the world also noticed. Of our 40 graduates, 80% have been accepted to the UC system, including UC Berkeley, UCLA, UC Davis, and 6 acceptance at UC San Diego, 9 at UCI, and 13 at UC Riverside. We have also had students gain admission to top private schools like Columbia University, Northeastern, Brandeis, and Scripps. We are proud of each of you. As you embarked on the new journey, remember that the most successful people are not the smartest, but the ones with the most grit. I encourage you, no matter what you do it with passion and perseverance, and you will achieve your dreams. While I'm very excited for you about your new journey ahead, I also feel very sad when I think of not being able to see your smiling faces at PA anymore. But I'm very fortunate to have cherished memories with you. I will always miss you. Please remember, no matter where you attend college, Pacific Academy will always be your home. Congratulations and my best wishes to our Pacific Academy class of 2018. Now, I'm honored to present an award that has only been given 3 times in Pacific Academy's history, the Ivy Cup. This award is given to PA students who have achieved academic excellence, demonstrated exceptional citizenship and leadership, developed their talents to the extreme, and who have gained admission to the most prestigious universities or conservatories. In 2015, I presented the Ivy Cup to 2 extraordinary PA students, PA Irvine valedictorian and pianist Phoebe Penn, who got accepted to Columbia University, and the PA Encinita valedictorian and tennis champion Carolyn Shear, who is attending UPenn Wharton School of Business. Last year, in 2017, valedictorian and the Taekwondo world champion Alex Lee received the 3rd Ivy Cup. He is currently attending Stanford University. Today, I will present Pacific Academy's 4th Ivy Cup to a very special student. Though known as a piano prodigy, in the past 4 years, this student has embraced every available opportunity to learn. In 2017, she was voted the Critical Thinking Student of the Year. She has been creative force and a leader in the film club and the literature club. Just last week, I was really impressed by our wee little school, a comedy film she wrote and directed for a film club. She planned and performed in PA fundraising concerts and helped raise more than $100,000. No matter what she's doing, she always brings positive energies to PA. I'm confident that she will shine brightly wherever she goes. Adding to her list of accomplishments, Umi Garrett, valedictorian of class 2018, has been accepted into the Juilliard School, Columbia University, and UC Berkeley. In the fall, she will attend her dream school, Juilliard. Congratulations and thank you, Umi, for sharing your gifts and building a legacy at Pacific Academy. Umi Garrett, please come forward and receive the 4th Pacific Academy Ivy Cup.
Where you going, Umi? Hello, everybody. We're now going to have 3 student speakers, 2 from Irvine and 1 from Encinitas. The first, you just met her, is our valedictorian. So she will give a talk, and then we'll have 2 other students after her. So please welcome Umi Garrett, our valedictorian.
Dear friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates, on behalf of the class of 2018, welcome and thank you for joining us for one of the most memorable moments of our lives. As I look around at this year's proud graduates, I often find myself reminiscing, pressing replay on the very rewarding days I spent here as a student at Pacific Academy. We've faced many challenges in the past 4 years. Deadlines, final exams, the 2016 presidential election, just to name a few. The journey was difficult, but without the dedicated teachers and staff of PA, it would have been impossible. Our beloved principal, Mr. Corpus, all of us know that without your terrifyingly fast email replies and superhuman organization, PA would collapse. We love that you remember everything about us, maybe with the exception of when you remember all of our embarrassing mistakes. You may not have taught any of our classes, but you certainly taught us all how to be responsible and caring. Ms. Kelly and Dr. Chi, you've created a space for us to pursue our goals and achieve academic excellence, and we can never thank you enough for everything you have done for us. As we went about our day at school, we were all influenced by the teachers and staff around us. I'm sure a lot of us have felt the excruciating pain of annotating for one of our favorite teachers, Ms. Corwin. Every morning, we would see the friendly face of Ms. Shu taking attendance, or maybe the scary face of Ms. Shu, making sure you're on course with your online class. Maybe some of you rush to the office before 10 a.m. to order lunch with Ms. Wen. I'm sure you've all at one point been confused in your math and science classes, like I definitely was nearly every single day. Thankfully, our teachers were always there to help us, guiding us every step of the way. Maybe during lunch, Miss Laura tracked you down and convinced you to go to an after-school activity or event. On behalf of all of the students, Miss Laura, you always brighten our day. Faculty and staff of PA, your care and love helped us become the young adults of tomorrow. Thank you for teaching us and inspiring us to be the thinkers of today. Being the new kid on the block, I didn't know anyone. I was confused, unsure, and a little bit afraid, much like when I start watching a new show on Netflix. But as I binged on, my heart was put at ease knowing that PA was the perfect place for me. It was, and still is, my second home. I came to this realization twice during my time here at PA. The first epiphany came to me when I realized I was able to maintain my studies while on tour. For those of you who were here with me 4 years ago, you probably don't remember ever seeing me in the hallways. That's because my passion of performing required me to be absent a lot throughout the year. But the administration and teachers gave me the opportunity to chase my dreams. And my incredibly supportive and loving family was with me every step of the way, especially my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. The second light bulb clicked 2 years later. Traveling still took up a lot of time, but I wasn't gone as much, and I was able to find my place. I joined and led clubs and participated in more after-school activities, aside from the black and white keys, although I still kept up with practicing. And I found a group of motivated friends who supported one another in making dreams real. As Andy Bernard from The Office said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. All throughout my high school career, I've wanted to fast forward to today, wearing a cap and gown, celebrating with friends and family, and beginning a new episode of my life. But now that I'm here, all I want to do is press pause. And that's all thanks to my friends and fellow students. Isa and Allison, my best friends, my sisters, who are always there for me. Nick, whose jokes always make me laugh. Brandon Pei, whose kindness and intelligence never ceases to amaze me. And so many other brilliant friends who have inspired, supported, and motivated me to not only better myself as a student, but also as a person. Together, we made unforgettable memories. We scared each other at the ASB Halloween party, danced the night away at prom, and talked about our favorite parts of this year around the bonfire during grad night. Even just seeing each other in the hallways during nutrition, or going to club meetings together during lunch, are moments I know that we will dearly miss. Of course, high school was also at times challenging. The show Friends once told me, so no one told you life was gonna be this way. Indeed, sometimes it felt like it wasn't our day, our week, our month, or even our year. We stressed over tests, freaked out about grades, and almost went clinically insane completing our college applications. We've had many sleepless nights and have had to work hard even when we were on a break. But we went through everything together. Perhaps 10 years from now, we will forget some mathematical formulas, or a date that a specific treaty was signed, or that the earth revolves around the sun. But I know that we will never forget the friendships we shared here. Class of 2018, you are all leaders who have changed this school for the better. Through your strength, hard work, kindness, and friendship, you brought people together and made memories that are worth a lifetime. Sure, we may want to stay paused and in this moment forever. But now it's time to sneak back onto that one friend's Netflix account, press play, and continue on our journey. And that journey might not be easy, but whatever you face, I know that you are well prepared and equipped with everything you need to conquer it and look fabulous while you are. However, if you ever do stumble off a cliff, we'll be there for you at the bottom, holding onto a giant trampoline so you can bounce right back up again. At PA, we not only had the opportunity to be ourselves, but the opportunity to find ourselves and improve ourselves. I hope that you can use the knowledge you discovered here, both academic and personal, to propel you into a bright future that will most certainly be filled with success and happiness. So here's to us, the thinkers, the dreamers, the leaders of the future. We may be going our own ways to college, but I know that we are inseparable. We will always find our way back to each other because we're a family. Together, we can do anything. Congratulations, class of 2018.
I would like the parents to press pause for one moment and to take this in, because this day is also yours. These are your graduates, and really absorb it and enjoy this moment with them. It's my honor to present the second speaker, who is PAE's salutatorian, Nujan Nurai.
Welcome, my fellow graduates, students, friends, and faculty. I am Nujan Nurai, and I am the salutatorian at Pacific Academy Encinitas. I would like to say thank you to the students, friends, families, and faculty for being here today and making today even more memorable. I'd also like to take a moment for us to think of those who have helped us arrive here today. Our parents, our grandparents, friends, teachers, and our host parents. Mom and Dad, thank you for all you've done for me. Without your support and help, I would not be here today. Graduates, we have worked so hard these last 4 years for this moment. Our graduation. We're no longer just adolescents, but rather young adults who are going to, once we finish our college education, of course, change the world. We're the new generation of innovators, thinkers, and policymakers. We're going to achieve great things in the future. The last 4 years at this amazing school shaped us into the people that we are today. Without the dedication and perseverance of our teachers and the ever so diligent Mr. Gonzalez, I know that I would not be as successful as I am right now. Not only did our teachers make sure that we knew the differences between pathos, ethos, and logos and how to properly conjugate different verb tenses, but they also taught us how to be organized and how to give back to our communities by sending us out into the world to volunteer, from Panama to Peru. One thing in particular that made PA special for me was a close-knit family bond that the students and faculty have with each other. School was another home to me, with my 30-plus siblings, aunts and uncles, and our resident parents, Mr. Gonzalez and Miss May. I knew if I ever had a bad day, I was surrounded by loving and caring people who always found ways to cheer me up, or just sat there and talked to me. They were there through the good and the bad. I'll fondly remember all the humor-filled weeks at PA. There was never a moment where I did not laugh, whether it be Alexei falling out of his chair every other day, or Mr. Jones making cringy dad jokes involving cheese or pasta. In fact, I prepared a little joke in honor of Mr. Jones. What does Arnold Schwarzenegger say before he eats pasta? Pasta la vista, baby. In truth, what made PA most special were the teachers. I want to say thank you to all of you. Mr. Strong, who is always so patient and understanding. I am so sorry I still mix up sine and cosine, but at least I'm trying, right? Mr. Gonzalez, who always made Spanish class entertaining and a joy to be in. Mr. Carley, who would find ways to mix lessons about life and pose philosophical questions while teaching AP microeconomics. Miss Harper, who gave me a deeper appreciation towards literature. Miss Mavis, who was our very, and I placed an extra emphasis on very, patient ASB advisor, and always made sure we were on the right path. Miss Pavlak, with her patience and caring heart, made science enjoyable. Mr. Jones, who taught us the importance of organization and responsibility. Miss Barden, who was not only a great English teacher, but an amazing college counselor, and without her help during the application process, I would have been very lost. Miss Chu, who provided us with the opportunities to explore the world and broaden our cultural experiences. Miss May, who always made sure we were well informed about school events and acted as our resident mom. And finally, to Big G, for always having the time to listen to us and offer guidance. Thank you. In closing, I would like to offer 2 pieces of parting advice for the current high school students. First, do not forget to actually enjoy high school. Go to prom, join clubs, participate in school events like the beach days or the holiday parties, and go on school trips like Big Bear and San Onofre. Rachel Stern, one of my dearest friends, and I met on a San Onofre trip. Some of my best memories of high school come from participating in the school culture. And my last piece of parting advice is something Mr. Jones said to me on my first day of 10th grade. He said to always be an advocate for your own success. Do not be afraid to speak up in class and ask questions, and be passionate about your opinions and ideas. It'll only help you grow stronger as a person and as a student. So congratulations, class of 2018. We did it.
Thank you, Nujan. That was wonderful. In fact, I remember you referenced Panama. That was some 4 years ago, and I remember meeting Nujan back then. We traveled together, and you were a mature, composed young woman then, and obviously are even more than that now. So thank you very much. Our last student speaker is the salutatorian from Irvine, and that is Daniela Zhao.
Welcome, teachers, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I would like to thank you all for coming today. I wish that I could say that this journey to becoming salutatorian has been easy, but that would be incorrect. As an international student from Brazil, I had no idea what to expect. I knew the transition would be difficult and that a lot of hard work was going to be required. But what I did not know was how much help and support I was going to receive. I want to thank a few people who have made it possible for me to stand here before you today. First, thank you to my parents for giving me this opportunity of coming here to pursue a better education, and thank you to my siblings for taking care of me. I also want to thank my friends, Joanna, for being my free Uber driver and always reminding me to not take life so seriously. Kanya, for being my first friend at PA and someone I can count on no matter what. Elaine, for being so silly and always brightening up my day whenever I see you. And Isa, for being so patient when you taught me dance moves, even though I'm bad at it. Thank you to Miss Wen, Miss Sarah, Miss Lee, Miss Monica, Miss Cindy, and Miss Jenny, who I never got to say thank you to. Thank you for always being so kind to me and always helping me even when you didn't have to. Thank you to Miss Laura for being my personal stylist and therapist and picking up my calls even when it is late at night. Thank you to Miss Yu for being my twin crazy cat lady and for always being someone I can relate to. I want to thank Miss Corwin for always making us laugh with your sarcasm, even though sometimes we don't understand your jokes. Thank you to Mr. Norton, not only for teaching me math, but also for teaching me how to tie a tie. Thank you to Miss Chen for being an older Spanish version of me, someone I can look up to and learn from. I'm grateful for Mr. Horn for putting more effort into my essays than I ever did. Thank you also for Mr. Cook for teaching me what real life is about. Thank you to Mr. Tran for always being able to make everyone laugh and helping me look at life in a better perspective. Finally, thank you to Mr. Corpus for being my greatest inspiration and for making me feel guilty for not eating salads. I will never forget my first day at PA. Joanna, the student ambassador president, was supposed to spend a day with me. She took me to my classes, but during lunch, she forgot that she was supposed to eat with me, so I ended up sitting by myself. I was scared, but I'll never forget how Annie and Chin came and sat down with me. I don't even remember what we talked about, but I am grateful that I had someone to sit with. That day, I learned how meaningful it is when people are nice enough to think about us when we're in a vulnerable situation. From that day on, I tried my best to help new students. This year, there was a new student sitting by himself at the lunch tables. I thought of my first day at PA when I was sitting by myself. So I walked over to him and I asked him if he wanted to join me for lunch. He said no. But that was all right. More importantly, that day, I learned that things don't always go as we thought it would. So our time in PA has taught us many things as well. We learned that everybody's fighting their own battles, so we should always be friendly and nice, even with people we do not know. We learned that little things, just as sitting with somebody, might make their day. We learned that people go through hardships, such as getting detention from Mr. Norton or Mr. Chen, or having a lot of homework to do for Ms. Corrin's class. It might seem that these teachers are mean or strict, but they're actually someone that you can count on. So these are some things that we can take with us as we go into college. We want to love people, we want to be kind, because when we are in a tough situation, we want others to be there for us as well. Each one of us has been supported by many people in many different ways. We should take this opportunity we have been given and move forward into making the world a better place. As Mr. President Corpus says, each one of us is great in our own ways, and we have grown to be our own person. I think that we, the Senioritas victims, will be able to do great things in the future. Class of 2018, we have been waiting for this day for so long, and we finally did it. I am sad and actually nervous about leaving high school, but at the same time, I'm so happy that we're moving on. I hope that our college years will be the greatest time of our lives, and I'm sure we will continue to make memories that will last us a lifetime. Our days in college might feel long, but the years will go by fast. Congratulations, class of 2018, and thank you, everybody.
That was a wonderful speech, Daniela. Thank you. Okay, thank you everyone for those speeches. Those were wonderful speeches. Let us now proceed with the presentation of diplomas. Let's start off with Ali Borghei. Chris Chi-Chong Dong. Xin Fan. Livne Go. Tom Zeping Liu. Rachel McGinnis. Isabella Mitchell. Dujan Nurai. Alex Truby. Brady Welch. Wendy Peiwen Wu. Frank Faker Shear. David Zihao Zhou. Hanafe Isabella Calderon. Nelly Shi Chen. Gary Kawa Chung. Miguel Gabriel Galan. Silly walk. Umi Garrett. Gloria Xiaoli Guo. Jennifer Jingjie Huang. Timmy Tianxi Jiang. Mindy Yuha Jin. Tacit Wenbo Lee. Jason Jianghao Liu. Patrick Schwampei Mei. Sung Bin Park. Joyce Min An Pham. Joanna Pham. Tiani Chin. Zed Kezi Shen. Aditya Sriram. Sherry Chu-yi Wang. Mandy Ling Ling Wang. Jack Yufei Xie. Vicky Zeishuan In. Kai Zhang. Laura Ingzhang. Daniela Zhao. And last, but in no way least, Mr. Frank Palin Zong. And that concludes our presentation of diplomas. At this point, I would like to turn it over to Mr. Corpus, who has some closing statements. Mr. Corpus?
Thank you again. This journey to June 1 here in Sherman Gardens has been exciting, and as some of the students talked about, it's been hard. You guys did a lot to get here, seniors, and for that, you deserve credit and accolades. But you have all had others behind you and with you on the way. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, homestay families, guardians, and of course, your parents. Some have been far away, but they all have been people in your life who have played an important role. So let's please, seniors, thank and acknowledge their tremendous efforts, all that they have done to get you here on June 1st. So congratulations to the class of 2018 from Encinitas and from Irvine. You are individually and collectively awesome and impressive. So I'm going to ask you guys to stand. Well done. And I would like you to please move your tassels from the right to the left to signify that you are indeed graduates. And let's all give them one more great big cheer and applause. The class of 2018. Good catch. Graduates, please have a seat. You did do it. This concludes our lovely ceremony where we get to acknowledge and recognize each of our students. So thank you for letting us share those memories. Thank you for student speakers for everything that you remembered about us and your experience. So this is a great moment, and of course, great moments must be captured on film, or on digits. So we must capture as many memories as possible. So in that spirit, we're now going to transition to some photos. So, seniors, we're going to do group photos. We're going to start with the biggest group, and that's all the students, all the graduates, and all the faculty and staff. And I'm going to ask my seniors on the right here, you're going to help me out. You're going to take your seats, and we're going to make 2 rows over where Mr. Gonzalez is. And then students, faculty, staff need your help to come on over here and assemble, and we're going to do a bunch of group shots going from the biggest group to the smallest. Families, if you could please be patient, and then we'll let you guys take your individual pictures and friend pictures and all that. So one more round of applause, and then this group here, help me out over there. Nice job.